But
Oh, I do. My dog would love.
a lot of people take their dogs. I take my dog there sometimes.
Okay, good.
Isn't there a big sign saying no dogs allowed?
No, you can have dogs. They just have to be unleashed, which also no one follows that rule. But
Oh, he would have to be on a leash because he's English that is for a dog, and if he was off leash, we would never see him. He would be gone.
It's a red light.
yeah.
Are we ready to
5 seconds and then probably go in.
If we're all ready, I will call this October 14th regular meeting of the Knox County Commission to order. All 3 commissioners are here. What we've been doing is starting our meetings with the commissioner updates. Does anybody have anything they would like to update the commission and the public on?
I do
Nothing.
not. Nothing this
That's
time.
not like you.
I know.
I'm so disappointed.
I'm sorry.
I'd like to discuss that, and it'll come up further, new personnel in the communication center, but I went to a training meeting for the dispatchers on Wednesday of last week. And the second one I've been to, and it's great. We have a great staff. Wonderful things are happening. There is a great feeling, and things are going really well at the call center. And we'll hear more about that in this meeting, I believe.
Great. I went to the annual meeting of the Maine County Commissioners Association, which was held down at Sebasco Estates, which is down somewhere, on one of those peninsulas that we have, Pemmican down there, yeah, something like that. It's one of those things that if you just follow what your GPS does, you have no idea how to get back. Because it has just taken me down every single dirt road you could find because it figured that was faster. But when I got there, it was very nice. It was in full swing. I don't play golf, so I missed one whole day of the commission. I mean, I don't know. I may have an opinion about what an annual meeting is supposed to be. I don't think it's really for us to play golf and go boating, because I think that's a waste of our time. I would have preferred that there were more seminars and more classes on things that we're going to be dealing with. There was some of that, but not enough as far as I was concerned. Went for a day, didn't stay overnight because the hotel rooms were way too expensive, and I didn't have any meals there. I guess they were good, but they were way too expensive. Maybe some other counties, they charge the county for what they do, but I don't think that's appropriate, so I didn't. And but it was okay. It was okay. I will make some recommendations for next year and see if there's more stuff that we can take away rather than just make it into a big social event. But they did have a vendors display. They had a room a bit bigger than this, filled with different vendors, banks, and computer software companies, which was very nice because they all gave away free pens. And I have a whole stack now if anybody needs. That's really the only thing I think I have to report.
Well, I thank you for going, and I think if you are going to give feedback, I would appreciate if you also mentioned that having it during the week makes it hard for people who have 9-to-5 jobs or any kind of job.
Right.
And not that I want to hand over a whole weekend to golfing and stuff, but if they had made it more accessible to people who have jobs. That would be nice, because a lot of commissioners work.
I would agree with that. And they have meetings now, there are meetings coming up. Because we all attended one last year, I don't remember exactly, in January, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they'll have other meetings in for the whole group like that, especially after the election. That's what the last one was for. So it was in January, so new people could be seated and get an idea who was a member of the association. But nothing else. Okay. The next item of the agenda is public comment. Is there any member of the public who would like to address the commission? Seeing as there is none, we'll move on to the consent items, which include This agenda, non-agenda items can be added only if permitted by emergency vote. Minutes of regular commission meeting of September 9th, minutes of the special commission meeting of September 22nd, departmental reports, warrants, and reserve withdrawals. Do I hear a motion?
Motion.
Yes, I'll second.
Is there any discussion?
I just want to mention my name is spelled incorrectly in the September 9th meeting minutes several times. And that's all. Like, if that's corrected, we'll be fine.
Any other discussion?
No.
Seeing as there's none, all those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed. Under action items, one would be an act to approve the commission chair to authorize the county administrator to sign the agreement between the Knox County Airport and Cape Air. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second. Wow, you just put the look into me.
Oh, yeah.
Dave?
Hey. So this is just the lease agreement that we have. This is not the same as the DOT award for their operating out of the airport or anything like that. This is just the lease of the space and kind of some of our terms for that. There aren't really any big financial changes to this. I think that we're getting the most out of what Cape Air can reasonably provide to us. So no real major financial changes to this. A lot of it is liability language has been updated and things of that nature. So it just extends the timeline out further.
Any discussion? How long a period is this for now?
So this is only going to get us to the end of the EAS contract, which is October of next year. But after that, now that we have the lease in place, this was something that we found that we didn't have in place, but we're supposed to. It expired a couple of years ago, and it just went unnoticed. So this will get us back to the current day up until October of next year, in which time we can go in and say, okay, we already have a lease that we agreed to. We can just go back to the signature tables and extend it out from there.
And has this been reviewed by the Airport Advisory Committee?
The Airport Advisory Committee, I don't believe it has. This is a, no, sir, it's not.
Yeah, I guess we can discuss how, the appropriate, because it's kind of I won't say an internal lease, but it's
In general,
Yeah.
in general, we try not to, or in the past have not approved contracts without it first going through that committee so that they have some idea what's going on. Is this something that can be put off for another month while they have an opportunity to look at it first?
It could be. I wouldn't think that is best, but it's been since 2022 that it was supposed to be renewed and hadn't. It's something that, I caught coming in, so we could go another month if needed to be.
Is there like an executive committee of the advisory board that you could go to, or a chair or something?
There's a chair who I can bring it up with and
Yeah.
have him.
Or we could amend this to make it contingent on the approval of the Airport Advisory Committee, if that would work for you.
is their next meeting in November?
In November, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen the back and forth of this agreement. It's been a long time, and the holdup was mostly on our end due to our legal. So I think that's given some of the hesitation that you're hearing from Jacob is just delaying this again, not taking into account the APAC piece of this.
So it was approved by our legal team?
Yes.
Okay, does that suffice, or does it have to go to an airport committee? Okay.
Yeah, that's the precedent.
Okay.
Can I make a suggestion, because this has been ongoing for so many years, and it's something that many of us have been with legal to try to get it to move along? Could it be a kind of an FYI to the committee, knowing that it's expiring fairly soon and that they could be involved in the next round of this contract?
Well, yeah, I would certainly hope so. I mean, the next version of this contract will go through them, in addition to eventually being approved by us. But I don't want any of our committees and the work that they put in, I don't want any of them to feel like, oh, wait, aren't we supposed to know about this before it happens? That's why we have them. You know, anything that they feel that we're working around behind their back or without their advice and consent, that's why we have committees. In this case, where it's been dragging on, I'm more than happy to approve it. But I really don't think that that's the way we should be doing it. They should be involved in all of the steps along the way.
Yeah.
They are our citizen advisory group.
Yeah. We can notify them of that this week, let them know what happened, and then we can take some of that ownership at the next APAC meeting and just let them know the plan moving forward.
Okay.
Have they been kept up to speed over these years?
Yes.
Okay, so they know what's happening.
Yes, they know the situation at the
Yeah.
end. They just haven't seen the contract itself.
Yeah, okay.
If nothing else, then I'll call the vote. All those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed. Next item on the agenda is an act to approve and authorize the chair to execute the consent and assignment to transfer hangar number 20 lease from the estate of John Eastman to Dave Boards, Cullen Aviation LLC, and approve and authorize the chair to execute the request for lease assignment. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
And seconded. Any discussion? Nothing other than this is a standard transfer of lease.
Yes, it's just the standard transfer of the leases in the, I want to say August or maybe September agenda. We extended that lease because it was one of those where the term limits were coming into a time where they need to be, signed off, renewed. The original owner has passed away and it went to his estate, and this is someone who's already in the area. He's been a member of the flying club for years, and he's been trying to find hangar space for quite some time.
Has he already bought the hangar?
Yes.
Any other questions or discussion? Seeing as there's none, all those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed. Thank you. And then I will entertain a motion to add an item to the agenda. Would you be willing to read it and make the amendment?
Is this number 3?
Yes.
Okay. I would make a motion to add an act to approve a transfer from contingency reserve to the general fund to our action items on the agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing as there's none, all those in favor? There. Okay, now would somebody be kind enough to move the act?
So moved.
It's been moved
Second.
and seconded. Any discussion? Would you like to fill us in a little bit on this?
Sure. So essentially, we are moving funds from contingency to cover the overage from our per diem communications line. Per state statute, that has to go back into the general fund. So this is just transitioning that money from contingency to our general fund to cover that overage out of per diem communications.
Can I just clarify something on that?
Sure.
We are taking money that was applied to communications in per diem and moving it to the contingency account, which then utilizes all the funds that's in the contingency account. And by statute, we need to replenish that once we utilize it.
Everybody understand?
I think I do.
Any other questions? If there's none, then all those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed. That's the last of the action items. The rest is discussion, which we will turn over to the county administrator.
So I'll just go in order, and then I'll add two that came up recently as well at the end. So the first is the roofing update. We are working with another company. They do inspections for free. They've come out and met with Jim Hagan. They're looking for a good day where it's not rainy and cold and they don't have other appointments where they can come and actually give us that quote. So that's the missing piece. Once I have that, we'll present that and add it to the capital projects and the budget process and all of that. Jim is unable to be with us today for a few different reasons. He was going to give a more comprehensive kind of overview of that conversation, but it sounds like this could be a company we could work with. It sounds like they work with third parties in kind of more of a local region to actually do the work. And again, the assessment, the inspection, and the proposal is at no cost to the county. So at least we have that at the end of the day. So just wanted to provide that update. We have done some due diligence since the last roofing presentation that you all heard.
And this potentially could save us funds.
We never save, but yes, it would be a cost reduction than what you were presented, yes, from G&E roofing.
It'd be
Yes.
less expensive than what we were presented previously.
Yes. That was really to pay for them to do the assessment, pay for the proposal, and then pay for the work.
Right.
And that's a big bite for the county. So to just know what the work is and then either to bid or to work with them to find who can do that at a more reasonable cost is probably the better option.
And I assume that since this is something we'd look to do in next year, we would have some kind of proposal on the table before the end of the budget hearing cycle.
Absolutely, yes. Well, go ahead.
Do we foresee any emergency problems that might need to be fixed before that?
So the general assessment and feedback that I've gotten so far is this building needs the immediate attention. So I think we would focus on this building first and foremost. So whether we get a proposal, hey, all four need all of this, and we put the courthouse for 2026 as a priority, and then budget the rest, however that looks, but this is the priority. It's causing leaks. It's causing a lot of damage inside the building, so we need to really get ahead of it. So that would be the top tier project if we had to tier it.
So we already have leaks. It's hard to say that we're going to get ahead
I
of
was
it.
thinking the same thing.
Yeah. But
100%.
We need to catch up.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay.
great, thank you.
Yeah. Comes Freak Food Pantry. I did some due diligence with the help of our new admin assistant, which we will get to in a few minutes. We did track down some phone numbers and names of contacts. I've worked with Todd Sousa a little bit. He's helping us try to get in contact with them. So we're taking all of those channels and trying to make sure that they're aware of the funding that they haven't claimed. So I just wanted to follow up from last meeting that we are doing some due diligence, and if something comes to fruition, I'll let you know.
Are they still in operation as far as we know?
As far as we know,
Okay.
I think just there's been some turnover, and I don't think anybody knows what that's looked like, and so I'm hoping the most recent contact I've received, I'll maybe get somebody on the other line and figure out what's going on.
This would be incredible
Thank you.
timing to be able to get that money to them right now.
Yes.
The pantries need it.
Yes, 100%. And before we get into some positive new team member news, we had fully intended to present the Municipal Resources, Inc. full compensation and classification study to you. We are realizing it is a multifaceted process. There are 120 individuals we need to talk to. There are 56 positions we are reworking. There are a lot of conversations to be had, and we were not prepared to roll that out, not to mention the bandwidth that this office has at this time. When we do something like this, we want to make sure it's done right. We want to make sure we're prepared for any follow-up conversations. We want to make sure our finance office is prepared. A lot of this needs to go through the budget committee anyway. So I am hoping to make it a priority for our employees. It's important. It just is not. We have other things going on that have just taken up our time. And again, I don't want to roll out something that we're not prepared to be fully on board with, fully worked out yet, all of those good things. So it will be coming. you'll hear through the budget process. We'll share the cost impact and all of those things. Just wasn't the day to roll it out as a public report.
Okay, so you will be ready to make recommendations for the FY26?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
And I think that might be a better way to do it anyway, because if it does get voted down, right, or if any piece of it, because there is a cost impact associated with it, then we flesh that out before promising employees changes that might not happen.
Yeah.
So it might be a better, still learning, might be a better process and be more transparent in that sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, yay, now. So first we have our new administrative assistant to the county administrator. That's the full title, Chelsea Summers. I won't put you on the spot unless you want to be on the spot, but I want to introduce Chelsea. She's joining Knox County's administration team as our new administrative assistant. She's a local prodigy, currently residing in Owl's Head, deep roots in our community, and deep roots in community service in general. She joined us with valuable local government experience, having served as the Deputy Town Administrator for Town of Hope and the Assistant Town Administrator for Town of South Thomaston. Her background includes expertise in financial management, payroll, record keeping. She has a proven track record of creating and maintaining systems to improve office organization. Absolutely thrilled to welcome her to the team. I've already cried probably 12 times just having her down. It's pure joy. It's night and day. We're very happy to have her.
That's great. Welcome aboard.
I'll just give you Okay.
Speech.
I hope to live up to that. Thank you.
And next, our new communications director. We also welcomed last week. Today is her 5th day of work here at the county. Jessica Lanahan. She is our new communications director at Knox County. She joins us with over 20 years of progressive leadership experience, and I think about 14 or 18 as in dispatch, 18 in 911 dispatching. She's most recently relocating from Idaho. She's recently worked in Alaska, so she's coming from a far away. Originally from upstate New York, and really appreciates this area, the ruralness of it, which was a huge draw for her and her husband to move here. I've already seen incredible things from Jessica. She's met with a lot of our key players already, including Commissioner Ratner, just with his involvement in communications. We had a team meeting, as Commissioner Ratner mentioned, and as Jessica was kind of giving her team speech, I could see eyes, open, excited, relief. There's a lot of really positive emotions in that room, and I'm really thankful for her stepping up and being that person that team has needed for years, we'll say. So she's off and running. As she said, she's drinking from the fire hose right now. She's been bombarded with information, so we're going to start to smooth it out, but the ultimate goal, as mentioned, is she'll work alongside the team, and then we'll fully transition her to director and be out probably closer to the new year. And feel free to
The only thing that I really want to say is that everybody's welcome to, at some point in time, if you want to come over and check out the center, talk to our professionals, any questions, by all means, open door, and I want them to show up their skills. So.
I just have to say, the meeting was actually fun. We had a great time, the staff had a great time, and it's amazing what she gets out of people. I know now that our county administrator's favorite music is classic rock, and our head of HR's favorite music is rap, which is a huge, wow moment. But it's amazing how good our new dispatch director is good at communicating with people.
Yes. And that's obviously pivotal in a role that she has taken.
Or communications, yes.
Yes. So, very happy to have her. And third, I'm going to try and get in the habit of welcoming all new employees in this meeting because I think it's important. We did bring in a food service specialist. This is over at our correctional facility at the jail. We do in-house food for all of the incarcerated individuals. And we've just added Deborah Landry.
Yeah, Landry.
She joins us with extensive and unique work history right here in our region. She's catered and worked at the Owl's Head General Store previously. I believe during the recruitment process there was a joke that she was really hired because of her pecan creme brulee that she makes, and she's an excellent baker. So really excited to add her to the team. That team has had some turnover recently, so we're looking forward to having some people that are dedicated and committed to doing that very unique and sometimes tough job for our incarcerated individuals.
And it is unique because we're among, I think, the few correctional facilities that actually makes their own food. As I understand it, most contract out, and the quality is probably suffers because of that. And so we're lucky to have, good wholesome food for people who are trying to rehabilitate, and that's helpful. So it's good.
Yes, absolutely.
You're going to take a jail tour, do it in the evening to get the dessert.
I would actually think that catering creme brulee to the commissioner meetings would not be a bad idea.
I'll ask what their bandwidth is in that
Yeah.
kitchen and see if I can.
Send it to us.
Yeah.
Only if you're willing to spend the night in jail.
Oh, there you go.
Well, sometimes people have described this job as somewhat
Ooh.
confining. So.
Ouch.
I don't think anybody up here is going to agree with you on that, Mark.
You've had a different year than the other commissioners.
I'll do just about anything for creme brulee. But
And pecan whiz. Next one is we had one of our hopefully new budget committee members, has not been voted in yet, but the representative from St. George Friendship, I'm failing on the last town.
Tennants Harbor.
Tennants Harbor. That area. St. George recommended Mr. George Hobbs to join our budget committee. George has gone around to meet with, I think, everybody but finance to this point, and that's on me for failing to connect the two because of my schedule. But he has gone around and met with every department. The fact that he was willing and able to do that and the information he received during that was completely invaluable. I mean, we met with him this morning, and the questions he asked, I think it made our staff feel really good. It made him feel really good. He has a way better understanding of what goes on in here, what we have control over, what we don't. So just want to highlight that was amazing and encourage everybody to do that in the future, as you all have done for our department managers.
Fantastic.
And lastly, just a quick piece of news. So the risk pool, I don't know that they've done this every year, but some years they will fund some of our positions to go to employment law summits. This year it was for HR manager, I believe, my position, and maybe the jail administrator to go for free, which is very nice of them. I don't think a lot of counties took them up on that, so we actually just got a check in the mail this week. The risk pool actually paid for all 6 of us to go instead of just the 3. So I wanted to just publicly thank them. I thought that was really nice of Malcolm and the risk pool to acknowledge that and allow us the opportunity to all go at no cost.
I think from the risk pool's standpoint, they try to encourage people from all of the counties to go. They hold these in different places, and I think they've been very disappointed this year in the participation of the counties. And so the fact that we sent that many people has impressed them.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so thank you for all going.
And it's always good when our team can sit at a meeting like that and be able to network together, discuss topics together. I mean, it was a great team building day for us as well, so very valuable. And I think lastly were just the upcoming meetings. We have one this Thursday, 5 p.m., our first joint budget commission meeting. The budget committee, and you'll be CC'd on this email as well, will learn what they're going to be going over on Thursday, what that process is going to look like, how they get voted in. We'll answer all of that via email. We'll also do it in person when they arrive on Thursday, so everybody should be squared away.
do we have a full roster now?
Yep.
What are we missing?
Second one from Rockland and a Rockport Hope.
Didn't we get Rockport? I thought you have Doug on the list. Doug Cole?
I haven't received it.
Where did I see that?
No. haven't received anything formal from any towns, I'll say that.
Okay.
Yeah. The last one was the first seat for Rockland. So I still haven't heard anything from the second seat in Rockland or I believe it's the Rockport Hope seat. And then the other thing was, in our last meeting, we had discussed that November 11th, our next regular commission meeting, is on a holiday. I don't think that we finalized the date we wanted to move it to. It's a busy time of the month already because of the budget meetings, so I don't know if we want to move it up a week or back a week.
So that would be the 4th. Well, I did have it.
Did we move it to the 4th?
I had it on the 4th.
I was wondering.
It's the special meeting in November?
No, it's the regular
Regular
meeting.
meeting.
We just can't meet on that day because it's a holiday. So we did move it to the 4th. We just
right.
had it noted in
That's
our
what it
minutes.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just make sure
If
that's
that
out
works for
there.
everybody still.
What's that, the 4th?
Yes.
That's election day.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know that that's what becomes a problem. It's not an official holiday,
Right.
but just that,
I know a lot of select board meetings got canceled that day.
yeah.
We usually
Because oftentimes it's the same
Yeah.
building. I mean, we can certainly do it on election day. And
I can do it on the 4th.
Yeah, I can as well. And in fact, the 18th does not really work for me.
Okay.
So.
We'll do.
so, okay, tentatively it'll be the 4th.
Okay. We'll make sure that's communicated.
If it's a problem, we can reschedule. Doesn't necessarily have to be on a Tuesday either.
Correct.
Okay. So for right now, we're still on November 4th.
Yes.
Next meeting. Okay.
I believe those are all of my updates for today.
Okay. Any questions for the county administrator? Nothing? Nothing?
I'm just, I thought for sure I saw a Rockport member on some memos. I'm just trying to look it up.
Well, if you find something, let us know.
I will do that.
Okay. We also have on the agenda an executive session schedule. Would someone like to make a motion?
So moved.
Second.
It's moved to convene an executive session to discuss a personnel matter pursuant to 1 MRSA 4056A. Any discussion? Vote? All those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed. We will reconvene in executive session. Thank you all.
We have bills to sign?
Oh yeah, they're coming.
All of a sudden, Chelsea magically showed up.
We are back out of executive session. Nothing transpired in the executive session that we need to vote on. Our next meeting is Thursday at 5 for a budget meeting. We are discussing moving our November regular meeting to November 4th, which would also be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon after we've all voted. You're not allowed to come here to the meeting on Tuesday unless you have the little I voted sticker. And other than that, I don't think there's anything else. Is there anything else to come before the commission? If there's not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Seconded?
Moved and seconded. There's no discussion, so all those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed. We are adjourned. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.